Welcome back, everybody. Robert with Occupancy Boost. In today's video, I'm going to review your property descriptions on Booking.com and why they're probably incorrect. I'm going to show you where to go in the extranet to set yourself up for success. So if you do need to get your descriptions changed, you can get it done easily. Stay tuned. I'm going to switch screens and show you how to get this done. Okay, I'm on the Booking.com extranet here, and before I start on that, let me show you what this video is kind of pertaining to. I did a search for Nashville, Tennessee, just for a one-night stay, and I pulled up this property right here, this roadway inn. And when you scroll down here, there's a description of this property right here. Now, I reviewed this in another video. I did a video on property descriptions about a year ago, and it's this video right here. You can see it. I've got a link in the description for that video too. So if you want to watch that when you're done with this video, I recommend that. But I dive into this a little bit more. But this is the description was written by Booking.com. You as a vacation rental owner or a hotel or motel, you cannot write your descriptions, but you have control on how your descriptions read. Now, I'm going to show you that in just a second, but I want to start from the beginning. So this hotel, description was written by Booking.com, okay? And if you want to see what your description looks like, you can either go to your listing online or you can go here in the extranet and you can fix some of this. So let me kind of go to the extranet and see. I've got a hotel that we work with here. If you go to property, the property tab here, and you scroll down to view your descriptions, you can see the property description for this hotel, okay? And it kind of tells you everything about the property, that Booking.com, and they've got this information for this property from the tab that I'm going to go to next. So you have your content tab. So if you've got your content tabs filled out the way they should be, they're going to pull that information in and they're going to write this listing for you. Now, if you don't like it, you can request for them to fix this. And I've got that in my other video that I just mentioned, request to fix. You can suggest that they fix it, but they're not going to fix it for you if you don't have your amenities correct in the tab that I'm about to show you. So on the right-hand column here, if you click on any of these things, they give you recommendations on your listing. It's going to take you exactly to where I'm going to take you here. So this is where you want to go first to get your descriptions correct. So I'm going to click on property tab again. I'm going to go, these two areas here is what we're going to concentrate on today: facilities and services and room amenities. So let's go to facilities and services first. So when you're setting up your hotel for the first time or your short-term rental, you want to go in here and you want to fill all these out. There are several questions in here. There's really no typing to do on your part. It's just picking a yes or no or some other things in here. You want to go in here and you want to answer these questions. When these questions are answered, it gives Booking.com the information to write your description. If you ask them to fix something in your description that is not correct, they're not going to fix it for you unless you have it marked in here in your content. These are your content tabs, those two tabs I just showed you. There's facilities and services and your room amenities. A couple things to pay attention to when you're here filling this out, and you can change these at any time. And then when you're done changing them, you can go back to that page, that description page, and request that they fix it and tell them that you did an update to it. So you can tell them you've updated your amenities at your short-term rental or your hotel motel, and they will rewrite your description for you. They're very good about doing that. It takes them a while sometimes, but they will get it done for you. So you can see right here, I'm at the very top. This 24-hour front desk here, it asks other questions. So make sure when you're clicking on these yes or no answers, that when you get to one that has this details here with a drop down, make sure you drop down on that and fill that out. I've seen that overlooked a lot. And I can tell you about every hotel that I work with that this stuff is not correct or it's missing. So if it's missing, they're just going to write a description based on, a little bit of information they pull in from the web. You got to give them the information to write your description. Even ask for a picture here that you can tag the pictures that you upload from your main gallery. So you don't have to upload new photos. You can just tag pictures that you've already uploaded to your property. So that's just how those those drop downs work there in the left. And there's a lot of drop downs here, as you can see. I'm kind of scrolling down now. A couple areas that I see that are often overlooked for properties, and just go through this real good. Now, let me tell you one thing too. You do not have, sorry for jumping around, but you don't have to answer every single question. If it doesn't pertain to your property, don't answer it. Now, you can kind of see as you scroll down here further at the bottom and ask a lot of questions about, like, do you have tennis equipment, badminton equipment? Do you have a beach? You don't have to answer those if you don't want to. Only answer the questions that pertain to your property. But when you get down to these other areas here, and let me go to the sustainability, just 1 second. Down at the very bottom here, they've got a section for your sustainability practices. Make sure that you answer these, whether you're a short-term rental or you're a hotel motel. Make sure you answer these. There's about 30 questions in here, and they give you a score on how many are answered. Now, this property that I'm working with, they're only at 87% of the questions answered. That's because some of the questions weren't available for me to answer for this property. So if you don't have certain things implemented at your hotel with regards to a green hotel, then you can't answer other questions. You'll kind of see what I mean when you go in there. Make sure you answer these, because they do give a sustainability score to some hotels, online. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you guys what that looks like. So I just went back to that search for Nashville. You can see right here, they gave a sustainability level to this property here, this Motel 6. You can see it here in green. It kind of gives a score for their sustainability. That will attract travelers to your hotel. People that are into the green initiative, they're going to want to see that on there. So make sure you're answering the questions. If you do qualify, you will show up there with the sustainability. This other La Quinta did, and I'm not going to go into any more, but you kind of see the point. So whatever you have listed in your Booking.com content is what shows up all over the web, not only on your description, but even in areas like this. So going back to there, let's scroll back up here to the very top. I want to take you guys to the room amenities and just show you a couple things on there. Now I'm going to go back to that property tab. I go to room amenities. Excuse me. Answer all these questions in here. Go down. Where I see a lot of things go wrong is sections like this, where they have a hot tub in maybe one of the rooms or maybe in the hotel, and they don't have it marked on here. Pay attention to all these. There's several things that they want you guys to answer. Make sure you're going through with this tab and answer every single thing. Don't skip out on anything. And ask a lot of questions about your bathroom. It asks what type of amenities you supply in your bathroom, so on and so forth. And this all is going to show up again on your description, but let me go back to that example of that hotel. It's also going to show up down here under your amenities section for your property. So if you don't put a certain amenity that you have that I just showed you on that section, it's not going to show up on your amenities page. It's not going to show up in your amenities section of your listing. So you want to make sure that stuff's filled out. This stuff is so important, and I see it overlooked all the time. That's why I'm doing this video. It asks questions about refrigerator, microwave. That's another thing I see a lot of mistakes on. Some hotels have refrigerators and microwaves in all their rooms, and they don't have it marked in their amenities section, so it doesn't show up online. So a customer looking at your listing on Booking.com, if you don't have your refrigerator or microwave marked, it's not going to show up as an amenity. And trust me, people do read those listings to see what is available at the property. Pictures will tell them, but they also read the content as well. We're going to go back to that description, the view your descriptions page. This section right here, and I showed you that was a property description. The facilities, let me show you guys that. The facilities and services tab deals with your property description that they write. Your room amenities down here, your room descriptions, those deal with your room amenities tab, okay? So the room amenities that I just showed you guys deal with your room descriptions. So if your room descriptions are wrong, that means you possibly could have filled out your room amenities incorrectly. Now, you may have to go in there and ask them, request a correction. you may have to go in here and ask them to add something that you might have already added into your amenities, but they won't do it unless you have it marked. So in order to have a good description of your room and your property, make sure you guys fill out your content first. Very, very important. And again, I'm doing this video because I see that overlooked. Once you're done with that, go in here to the property page and go to your property page score right here. What it's going to do, it's going to give you a score, and you can see the property page score for this hotel that I'm working with is at 100%. Okay, so I've got all, and it tells you what you're doing wrong over here in the left-hand side. So if your score is not at 100%, it'll show you over here what you need to do to get it to 100%. Very, very important thing to do, because I can tell you most of the properties that I start working with, they're not at 100%. It's very rare that I find one. This 100% score is going to get you to get them to change your description, but it's also going to move you up in the rank. And what I mean by that, let me go to this Nashville page for Booking.com. This list of hotels that I showed you in Nashville, there's 215 properties in Nashville. You want to be up near the top of all those properties. Nobody's going to get on a search for Nashville, Tennessee and scroll through all 215 hotels and then pick your hotel out. They're going to go about as far as I went, and they're going to look for something that appeals to them. So if you've got your property page score at 100%, you got a better chance of getting your hotel listed near the top of the page on Booking.com. I hope this video made sense. I hope it helps you guys. If you like it, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I've got more videos coming out on Booking.com that deal with the Extranet. I also periodically do videos on Expedia, and I've got a lot of other stuff that I cover in my videos. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.